Have you ever wondered when and where Gothic literature began and how it got its name? Join me as we explore its early roots, key authors, and how it evolved into the genre we know today. The origins of Gothic literature are rooted in a fascination with the medieval past. In the 18th century, there was a growing interest in the mystery and romance of the Middle Ages. This interest extended to Gothic architecture, those towering cathedrals, abandoned castles, and crumbling abbeys, a fascination that gave Gothic literature its name. You could say Gothic literature emerged as a response to this fascination, exploring themes of mystery, the supernatural, and the human psyche. If we're going to talk about the origins of Gothic literature, we have to start with Horace Walpole, an English writer who belonged to the upper classes, whose father, Sir Robert Walpole, was not only the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, but also the longest serving in British history. In 1764, Horace Walpole published The Castle of Otranto, which is often regarded as the first Gothic novel. Walpole was inspired by Gothic architecture, even building his own Gothic-inspired mansion, Strawberry Hill House in London, which fueled his imagination. The Castle of Otranto set the template for what would become the Gothic novel, a crumbling castle, mysterious prophecies, ghosts, and a sinister villain. The Castle of Otranto didn't just establish Gothic literature as a genre, it also contributed to the evolution of the novel form itself, combining elements of romance, horror, and suspense. Before the emergence of the novel in the 18th century, the reading public consumed epic poetry, religious texts, and philosophical treatises and plays, as well as chivalric romances. Walpole created a blend of medieval and modern storytelling. For example, he used a found manuscript framing device, presenting the novel as an ancient text discovered and translated, lending it an aura of mystery and authenticity. Following the success of The Castle of Otranto, Gothic literature began to flourish. One of the most significant authors to follow in Walpole's footsteps was Anne Radcliffe, whose The Mysteries of Udolpho, published in 1794, took the genre to new heights. Radcliffe introduced readers to the concept of the sublime, an emotional state that combines awe and terror in the face of nature's power. Then came Mary Shelley's Frankenstein in 1818, a novel that masterfully blended Gothic elements with themes of science and human nature. Shelley's creation of a scientist who defies nature to create life was a revolutionary twist on the Gothic tradition. Her story of ambition and the consequences of playing God showcased the genre's flexibility and its ability to explore deep philosophical questions. Other Gothic novels of note published around the same time include The Vampire by John Polidori, Lord Byron's personal physician, Melmoth the Wanderer by Charles Maturin, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Lastly, Dracula by Bram Stoker, which was published at the end of the 19th century in 1897. You're probably already aware of some of the features of Gothic literature, many of which emerged during this stage of its evolution. Iconic elements include the isolated castle or mansion. These locations weren't just background scenery, they were almost characters themselves, steeped in mystery and shadow. The supernatural also became a staple of Gothic fiction, whether it was the ghostly apparitions in Otranto or the strange, unnatural life in Frankenstein. To wrap up, Gothic literature originated from an 18th century fascination with the medieval past and Gothic architecture. Horace Walpole's The Castle of Otranto laid the foundation, introducing key elements like crumbling castles, supernatural occurrences, and dark secrets. Since then, the Gothic genre has evolved significantly, and its influence is felt across literature, film, and beyond. What's your favourite Gothic tale, and how do you think it reflects the origins of this mysterious genre? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the origins of Gothic literature, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Until next time, thanks and keep exploring the shadows.